And now, welcome to your escape from your little circus, where you allow the power of your now. What does it mean? It means your honesty. You're going to keep falling, how to be distracted, how to fall for people's tricks. I don't care what their title is to you. You are owing it to your now, the source energy, the existence, the thing you feel like anyone is trying to keep you away from now because you're quarantined. Let go. Are you going to keep trying to live through the distractions that you have formulated, justifying reasoning behind fueling the distractions? What? The distractions away from living through your self-admittance, your admitted attention on your feelings based off of what you're experiencing is making you feel like what about whatever, literally in the milliseconds of the moment, constantly. It's in every religious text to do this. Doing this allows you to optimally focus on optimal activity for you. Doing this optimal activity will simultaneously require you to disconnect from any energy that is in the slightest trying to get you to not do this optimal behavior of self. It will also open up simultaneously any connections to anything or anyone for you immediately. And this is expanded upon appreciatingly in this now of existence, thanks to things like social media, which is an infinite prosperity tool, so it ain't going nowhere. It will be optimized. How? Because of ultimately whether you want to consciously join a board or not. You. And if you choose to consciously join a board or not, it will represent where you go. So you will allow your power of now. Learn how to let go and appreciate anything that you are experiencing. It is an essentiality for you to do this, because it is something there ultimately for you to learn how to appreciate, so you can utilize its energy for your own clarity, for your own thriving. Let go of demonizing thriving in favor of worshiping surviving. There's nothing wrong with understanding survival. This means if you care and have dignity for it, you will understand how to evolve it into thriving. Thriving means inquisition of knowledge. Like, what are you attempting to know? It is not cool to figure out how to remain ungrounded or unfocused or unable to grab hold of oneself. Don't be ashamed of knowing how to give yourself a hug through honest living actions. You see, there are billions of people who know how to do this already. Oh, you want to challenge? Then there are millions of people who know how to do this already, at least. But then question, why do you demonize? You want to fight so hard about those billions, but then you want to fight so hard about being mad about anything that says a population of 500 million. Will you allow the power of now. And with that being expressed, if you got ears to hear, you will hear, and you will understand and feel. I'm here to care for you. And because of that care, I'm about to take you on this new Vlogcast style. Infinity Fifth Element Architect, you are LeveLsoM. This next segment of the AEW Dynamite review, intertwined with, of course, as always, LeveLsoM coaching. Source respect, source appreciation, source energy. AEW Review Show. How you wanna not know what happened on the show? To be the one that makes you go, oh my goodness, did you see what he did? How he jumped off the top rope, did a little elbow. Oh my goodness, it's believable. Yes, AEW, yes, Dynamite, goodness. Woo, wee, whiskey. What a day, they debuted re-live, opening by going over the past tournament for the TNT tournament. Oh yeah, not a rapper, no, I'm not, I'm a coach. But if I got some appreciation, I'll turn into whatever I need to show you how to wake up and feel me. Yes, allow me to plug into ya. Yes, allow me to be you too. See, yeah, that's right, I'll do it. So you can see, understand that I'm you too, be you too. Yes, yeah, only because the difference you see in the mirror. You gotta respect your honesty. That's the only way you're gonna get your true fulfillment of individuality. See, yeah, shut the hell up and know yourself. That's what you've been wanting from, been trained to. Doesn't matter how, just learn that you've been trained to, see. So you can let go and get to business. Disintegrate all your little bitty programs designed to keep you away from the you. Then you'll see who's here to help you. Allow you to be you. What's already been placed to allow any human to be in place. Yeah. Check your fail real research out. Look up and down inside my page. You'll see optimized references immediately. Anytime you wanna feel now, say, yeah, you let yourself just be you. Yeah, that's right, be you. Ha, yeah, do it. AEW, oh my. What else I gotta say? That's that Last Dance, Last Ride, Taker, oh, Michael Jordan. Ooh, Last Dance. That's right. Bulls era, whole Chicago Bulls franchise representation of greatness. Thank you, NBA. Yeah, so respect, so appreciation. See, oh yeah, the legends reminded of. Gotta say, you're my own LeveLsoM. This podcast, I'll let you feel how I'll let you know. Oh yeah, Jordan is the man. Don't discount, count out anybody else. Done been headlined in the show that you haven't seen. Any team, any player, he done win against. See, got that eternal sizzle, pipeline. How they do from that era? Appreciate timelines yourself. Oh yeah, I told you in deleted alternate universe versions that I come from, spawn from a place, Corona Queens. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, that's right. I appreciate you now. Now you know how to flow anyway. That's right. Yeah, right now. What you got? You a little man on your quarantine. You wanna shout out. You wanna get recognition for knowing how to be fearful and run every way away from everything you know you wanna try to do and justify it through some fear-based, fear longevity type of trophy on your back, cause you wanna know how to not challenge yourself in any type of little way. Man, get your ass up out of here. Get your ass up in your step and keeping in your quarantine. You was already gonna make it a quarantine. You was already making it a quarantine. In your brain acting like you deserve a trophy for it. In your brain acting like you own shit without doing the shit and respecting the shit that allows you to try to actually own the shit that you ain't got no business acting like you owning the shit. But you gotta know how to respect where you get the ability to appreciate. That's from inside of you to do you. Yes, you. Ha, yeah. AEW, Mental Wealth, Health, Wellness Channel. That's right. What you want to know, how to disintegrate anything else? Ask me a question and I'll get to your streamline on your timeline. Oh yeah, let me know your numbers, birthday. Oh my goodness. Just give me the chance and you'll see that it's you to be you. Yeah, that's right. Yes, you to be you. You, yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah, be you. LeveLsoM, know it. Yeah. Oh yeah, that last dance, Mike Jordan, what a legend. Oh my goodness. That's an understatement. Understatement, legend Jordan, that is. Timeless. Timeless, immediately understanding manipulation of the timelessness that is. Understanding the now, power, respect anybody else that was on the court in the presence of that ability to express the human spirit entity known as the now. Hold on now, be you. Yeah, source prosperity, source energy, that's right, source respect. Source appreciation, see. You craft your pathway. I'll let you know how to flow too. You wanna know air, water, earth, solidity. Oh, water, oh, fire, ha ha. You wanna know how to play with your now? I'll let you see how to be you to be you. Yeah, that's right. Yes, source prosperity. AEW, oh yeah, don't get it twisted. We'll still talk about WWE here and there. It's all essential business when you turn up here on your LeveLsoM. How to understand, how to keep it flowing. That's right, LeveLsoM. You want to kind of bring it out like that. Cause you want to know how to lean towards the energy that help you have the energy. Anyway, yeah, you gotta know how it come down, how it look from the bottom too. But that means you tryna be an animal if you wanna know it that way too much. Cause only the animals seen us come down looking all red, only see, because they was flat on the floor, looking at you coming, going, energetically, I'm speaking of. You know, you see, they see the difference of it anyway because they understand how to just flow down too. You know how to do that too, but you think you lost knowing how to use the tool that help you go way beyond that animal. But you wouldn't train to pick it at a little bit of only pick 10%. Yeah, right, try like 0.8% of the whole ability of using the whole brains in sync to grid work. Do your grid work, do it. I don't care what you've been trained to do. If it's going against being total honesty, admittance, you are to let it go and just flow into your honesty, admittance. Ain't no philosophy, no theology gonna trump your internal admittance of honesty, of right now, of self. You are the power of now if you allow it. Allow now. Source respect, source appreciation, honesty is now. Source respect, source appreciation, source respect, source appreciation, source respect, source appreciation, source respect, source appreciation, source respect, source appreciation. You are the allowance of any restriction you don't like. You are the allowance of any restriction you don't like. You are the allowance of any restriction you don't like. Yes, How about that for an opening of a review show? Oh yeah, the TNT, they did it. That's how they kicked it off. And we went into a first time. Circuit board and Flux are over there. They went into a break. Into immediately the Dynamite, knowing that it was live. It was awesome. And we're rolling on Dynamite. So we lead off with opening segment. So immediately off the jump, folks, we get a good segment going over the TNT tournament. You got Lance Archer there showing his, at the end, showing his dominance. Jericho's commentary is blasted all over this thing. Hey, what are you gonna say? It's a good open, a great open, and then we go into the Dynamite opening video package, and you gotta be enjoying the flow of this show immediately. Right off the bat. Okay, so we lead off, and we start off with Joey Janela versus Cody. This match, Joey Janela's coming in. He's 2-2 this year. Cody's coming in 8-1 this year. And we proceed to have the match. Now Cody proceeds to have a match that's like we're having. Is Joey Janela a like, is he a former champion? Cody's about to go up against Lance Archer. And he's having trouble even while delivering some of his top moves against Joey Janela. Okay. Let's get Woody here. Cody needed to come into this match and dominate Joey Janela. He could have still put him over. Because the way he could have dominated, or the way he could have almost won quickly, but Cody put a stop to. Like the freshness Cody needed from this match to have like a believable chance against Lance Archer was non-existent. this match, and the longer it went, the more obvious it was. Like, why is this match taking so long? That's nothing to do, again, this has nothing to do with the knock on Joey Janela, because you still could have put him over anyway. Instead, what I see is that just wanted the camera time. Hey, call it what you want. That's what I see. Come call it like I see it, like I feel it. Because Cody, you need it. You what kind of half your offense didn't work against Joey Janela. So you don't even know how much offense you're going to get to put on Archer. And if half to close to all of it didn't work against Janela, what the hell are we? Okay, so I guess Archer's going to be an unstoppable, maybe come in and squash Cody, because that's what I'm going to get. That's what I come out of this match. This was poor story. If Cody's trying to have any amount of believability going into the match against Archer, he needed to perform way differently in this match, and that didn't happen. So, moving along on Dynamite. All right, next segment we get a Nyla Rose promo. Okay, now this sparks a lot here. Now, upon Becky Lynch, apparently she's retracted or given back or let go of the title, the Raw, whatever title she has. But if you go in my Anchor podcasts on Anchor, the links are in the videos on YouTube, and as such, and the link will be somewhere for Anchor. But you have to scroll down into the archives and just look up any one of those episodes that are WWE headlined, and you'll probably hear me referencing about Becky Lynch, talking about being a man, but she's in the women's division. I heavily touched on this too within that same Anchor podcast on the debut show of the debut AEW Dynamite review, or whenever Nyla Rose had her first action in that episode also. And it's just you had The Rock coming out on the first SmackDown saying, "Oh, so what? I'm just saying it." No, there needs to be a level of dignity. It needs to be a level of dignity. We can understand if you don't associate with the stereotype that is currently still, or that at least was currently mass produced as certain stereotypes based off of what's in between of human vessels' legs. And so you can let go of having to be ruled of those stereotypes just because of what's in between those legs. But that means you have to claim into what you feel like unapologetically. There's other people out there waiting. Like, if you feel like that, it doesn't even matter what topic that is. It could go off gender now. But this is why it's essential for the individuals to be honest. You'll realize, watch my channel, whatever I reference, the one is the all. Source respect, source appreciation, source energy. And within those one, you're three people. There's just three of you. There's the one that is coming up with these questions and proper proposals. The one that accepts it or not. And the one who's listening to all of it. You're the one who's listening to all of it. So that means you have a right to create and be responsible for what you're constantly listening to from yourself. You have to get in charge of that. That takes, you know, no, you don't. If you know, you don't. That's just, what it takes is care before anything else. Care. And when you do this care, you see that you got a bunch of little kids watching you, especially in the WWE. And you're going to tout about being a man and doing, and quote, manly stuff. But like, it's one thing, nobody cares. Fine, drive a tractor trailer in your entrance. You know, at WrestleMania. Do it. But why do you have to literally call yourself a man? Like M-A-N, and you have you don't identify. You don't even identify as being a man. You don't self-list as being a man. You don't even dress as a man. Even like your character. And if you have considered yourself having done so, Becky Lynch, then what kind of man are you? Or what's the character supposed to be? Or was it just a trap to just throw people into gender confusion and then all planned through just vacating the title? There's the word, huh? Now, I know a lot of the times the performers don't have anything to do with this. And again, once again, she's had a title run and she just has to leave. Granted, this one was way longer than the first time. But nonetheless, it's going to end in the same result. So very interesting. I mean, I hope her physical safety is all right if that's what she deserves. So, and that goes with for anyone, any other self I ever see or speak of. Because we're all other selves. Doesn't matter what you look like. Doesn't matter the gender. Doesn't matter what you identify as. We're all other selves. But you're you first. And that's what needs to be honored. Not the other self first. You don't know how to honor the other self first if you don't know how to honor you first in any moment. What you're doing is masking reliance on other self. You're masking that through conditional abusive love. That's not the way to walk with confidence and mental clarity. You're allowed to do this. I don't care what you look like. It's you that's saying you're not allowed if you feel like it. You're going to point the finger to things outside to say, no, then it's still, you're not attempting to change it though. From you, you're just trying to point a finger at something to justify why you don't have to tackle the deep, the self, spirit, the internal work that is required of you to disintegrate, to transmute, to not live in blame, to evolve living in blame. So now you got Nyla Rose. This is going to be the most controversial woman's angle ever. She's a transgender woman. She's not a born female or birth female. At least from in between the legs perspective. I don't know what she's done personally with her vessel. Nyla Rose, we're referring to, the AEW Women's Champion, who's 4-1 coming into this match. And it's just got to be because the promo they're going to respond this whole segment, this is what we do here. You know, if you don't like it, don't watch it. And this is what we do here. I meant intertwine mental health with what we appreciate of review. And whatever I'm reviewing. But this promo from Nyla Rose is just like, it's just fun. Like, who's gonna, you know, who's gonna beat? She dominated somebody. You know, Statlander gave her a run for the money, but I got to tell you this right now. I'd like to see Nyla Rose versus Nia Jax. I really would. And I feel like, I don't know who would win. I don't know, you know. Ordinarily, without a script, Nia Jax is going to dominate the women's division. Rightfully so. She's open. Again, this is where it gets real sketchy because I just was able to help you understand what I did about understanding the truth of the duality of gender expression potentiality within one vessel. Mental gender, physical gender, you know, and physical gender, lower region gender, mental gender, vessel gender. But still, nonetheless, you know, physically, unless, you know, even if the surgeries or certain procedures may have been done, there's still an innate advantage but not as much as one to being born in a male vessel. But if you're talking about a physical sport, a physical fighting sport, or competition of physicality, contention, in comparison to the female physical vessel for a physical contention activities. Okay. All right. So live, source energy. But nonetheless, you know, she's the champion. Nyla Rose is of AEW. And it's going to be interesting. There was one, I don't remember the woman's name exactly, but I know. Anyway, it's going to be interesting. The person I'm talking about is irrelevant. She hasn't been on One in Dynamite since. Maybe we'll see her again. Anyhow, who's going to take her down? Now, I feel Sheeta would be the one with the most potentiality to do it. Of anyone on the roster right now, I say Sheeta. It's Hikaru Shida would be the one to take it from Nyla Rose. And if she does, hey, you let them know you heard it here on the LeveLsoM Mental Wellness Prosperity Trips podcast, Vlogcast. So respect. See what Nyla Rose is up next. We can roll it on Dynamite. All right. So we get Nyla Rose coming in against Kenzie Page, who, by the way, the beautiful Kenzie Page, who was trained by Bruce Pritchard and Glenn Jacobs. Awesome. Nyla Rose is a squash match, For Kenzie Page is 18, I believe. Great. She sold everything well. She got her ass kicked. The overkills at the end with the power bombs, just watering down your own product. I'm gonna understand, folks. It's essential business, but both. I'm gonna be going over both companies. Right now, AEW, from my field, still has the edge, but I might change quickly once I start watching WWE programming more consistently again. But who knows? That SmackDown Live review shows. There's a story behind why that didn't come out. If you listen to any of my stuff, so if not, we'll see if we get the episode. But I don't. This match should have been over faster. But it didn't need to be. She showed off her stuff. We haven't seen her in a while. She's trying to remind us all what she can do. We're talking about Nyla Rose. Excuse me here. That was not done on purpose. But you're welcome. Also, she, let's see. Like I said, what's one and done. The match was what it is. I didn't like the extra power bombs at the end. It was ridiculous. I understand the other moves though. She hasn't been there in a while. And that was it. Nyla Rose segment. We're rolling on Dynamite. Get the MJF promo next. It's all right. He's talking about how nobody's never seen this, never seen me before. He's the people insecure because you're not like The Rock, you're not like this, you're not like Flair, What are you gonna do? And we're back again. Dillinger is doing his best hate succubus impersonation of a character towards Cody's character. Talking about how Cody's a horrible brother for not throwing in a towel, justifying it because of what Dillinger would do with his brother. Okay, Dillinger. MJF, that's the promo we get. MJF was right when he said, yeah, you're doing great, right? And MJF was being sarcastic, like in the shadow. And Dillinger winds up still kissing MJF's ass. Just put over the overhealed. Get it, everyone? Hi, I'm overhealed. I'm over and I'm healed. You get it? Hope you do. I'm going to keep saying it or not. Watch the show, you're going to know how to flow. If you apply what you learn on the show. This show. Or any other show. This is the segment, the promo. This is the precursor to, then that Wardlow's there in the background, of course. Good stuff. Fun segment. Out next is Frankie Kazarian.
Jungle Boy, Jack Perry versus MJF. Whether MJF likes it.
So, got Frankie Kazarian next from SCU. Going against the AEW World Heavyweight Champion Jon Moxley. Kazarian's coming in 5-3. 5-3 in the year. What's the year? 2020. Jon Moxley's out next. 9-0. 2020. Now these two this is the match thus far on the show. This is the match of the night. Two great competitors, seemingly evenly sized. Not too much, neither one of them too much overpowering. Probably give the power slightly to Moxley. But, I mean, for the most part, you're not an even matchup, but, I mean, Kazarian just made a huge point for himself in the singles competition or anybody that he teams with. He went toe-to-toe with the champ here, and it was a hell of a match. Like I said, for me, it was a match of the night. There's no, thus far in the card, straight one-on-one matchup. Moxley winds up ultimately taking the beating and getting the win. And to the credit of the match, to the respect, we saw one finish in this match. We saw one competitor perform one finisher, one move that's considered a finisher, and it got the 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Frank Kazarian. Thank you, AEW World Heavyweight Champion Jon Moxley, and the winner of the match. And then comes the beatdown from Dark Order. All of them out there, Dark Order, the minions are getting upgraded. They're starting to look like some real deal talent, delivering some high quality impact moves with some pure, distinct, good oomph on them. Shout out to JR. Oh, what a spine buster! Yeah, I think that's number 10 of the minions that delivered the great spine buster. Oh man, so Jon Moxley gets beat down. Here comes Brody Lee. And you talk about delivering a promo. Man, this guy was a real motor mouth. He must have, that promo had to have 8 million words in it. Wow. But it was a great promo. He made the point. He's going to challenge for the title. He makes the point to reference that he's not the same person that they used to look in the eye with. Hence where they both came from. Interesting. They're still doing this now. They had Wyatt going against Strowman over there in WWE. So let's see what it's funny how both companies are harnessing this talent. But obviously they were all talented, so there you go. Who's going to have the freedom to bring out this talent more? AEW or WWE? Yeah, that's what it sounds. That's what it's gonna say. They don't even want to use the term that it stands for. They don't even want to use the term that it stands for. And if all this rumbling about WWE is getting sold, if it's a McMahon's plan to do it so they can take the word wrestling out of it officially, but still try to do what they want to do, then okay, fine. Whatever. let's see where it goes with that. But Brody Lee, because you got to bring this up. He's coming out there in his suit. The minions are, they're trying to look bland, except for number 10. He doesn't wear the shirt. He just has the mask. So, already there's derision within the minions. But Brody Lee approves of it, I guess. So, he does the promo. Moxley gets the shit beat out of him. I'm not the biggest fan of Brody Lee's finisher. That it's like he's wasting time to spin. Like the amount of charge up needed to get the clothesline done isn't, or at least I don't feel it has been, the move has been performed thus far to its full capability, especially the way I know Brody Lee can get it over. But just the issue with that discus clothesline, when you gotta turn around to charge up, is a risky move because the believability factor almost falls out the window. The opponent has to be beat to a certain extent to where they're not going to be able to move, or attack you when you turn around. This being said, I mean, you know, it's a wrestling move. But anyway, he does it on him. I think, you know, really, I don't like Brody Lee using the move. I just gotta say, I don't like him. It's I think with Brody, all his talent, he can come up with another move. That's just me. Does that mean I dislike Brody Lee? No, I love Brody Lee. I love where we're going with him so far. So, you know, he does a move on Moxley, and Moxley proceeds to get the shit beat out of him. And then, yeah, that's it. He wants the title. Moxley goes, oh, what, dude, you could have just asked. Oh, yeah, then Brody Lee comes back, kicks him down, and the minions, they start beating him down again, a second beat down. And then we see Brody Lee has the championship there, holding onto it. Now, I don't know, I saw a little bit of headlines, a little dive throughout some of my work, that Brody Lee had taken the title or something. I don't know. We'll get to the bottom of it on this week's edition of Dynamite. Or we'll get further into it. And yes, we're rolling here on Dynamite. So, you get the promo from Brandy Rhodes next, going over. She's basically giving some back talk now, or some retaliation talk, or some response. Could be a little bit of reaction in there too, to Jake Roberts, and who represents the Murder Hawk, Lance Archer. Randy's really spicy in this one. Quoting her mother, who once told her, "Don't fuck with who you don't know." Yeah, that's right. By the way, this podcast, this channel, is not for children. Now, I have searched all over the place to verify that on my channel. I don't have a desktop. I don't operate through a desktop. I haven't. And I have yet to see the option for children. With that being said, I don't operate through a laptop currently either. So, no, it isn't for children. No. The Randy Rhodes promo, she referenced her mother saying, "Don't fuck with people you don't know. Don't fuck with who you don't know." Of course, they beat that out on TNT. That's a little bit too extreme. That F word is a little bit too extreme for the TV 14 rating, understandably. Anyhow, it was a good promo. She said it isn't 1991 anymore. Those antics would work then, not now. She would do this, and that now. So, you know, by the way, you have to admit, this is a great thing that AEW knows how to do. They're able to tap into acknowledging the major storylines from the other company in the U.S. that, let's face it, pretty much defined wrestling for a while. Okay, and will continue to in the way they choose to. It's always cool. It helps, you know, believability. And I gotta say, don't understand that John Moxley match and Frankie Kazarian, it really tore it up. That was a great match. You know, it ended the way it did with the Dark Order doing what they did, and Brody Lee confiscating the title. I'm not sure what the story is, but if he's giving it back yet or what, but that's where we're at. And so Randy Rhodes is out there talking to the Bookie Dink to Jake the Snake Roberts and the Murder Hawk Lance Archer. And now, there we go. It's QT Marshall with Brandy Rose. QT Marshall's 4-5. So Brandy Rose is out there with him. I don't know what the ring announcer's name is in AEW. At least the announcer that's been the ring announcer for the last 2 weeks minimum. But she is the best. She is my favorite. And if she's married, it sucks. But congratulations to her anyway. If she is. But she is my favorite female presence on any wrestling show right now. Yeah. Source energy. Let's see how this match goes. It's gonna, I believe it's QT Marshall versus the Murder Hawk Lance Archer. Oh, now let's see how this one goes. So we got QT Marshall and Lance Archer. You know, Marshall gets some offense. He stuns the big guy. Now I do say that the slightly extended entrance ramp at the Daily's place, and I'm pretty sure I don't remember that extension of Lance Archer's theme, that countdown, that all helped lead into those lyrics as far as what I've said before about his theme song in my last few posts. It does help. I mean, it did in this past week's episode anyway. It helped his entrance. A little bit more room for him. He comes around, he's doing around the ring thing. Looking for somebody to cheap shot. I mean, I think it's a bit much, but I get it. It's effective. You know, Lance Archer wipes the floor with QT Marshall. Give us a break. No, don't give us a break. I mean, what do you think is going to happen? I love the action, but it's QT Marshall. And this is the thing. Both Cody and Archer had matches now, and obviously, the one looking the strongest by far going into this finals at Double or Nothing for the TNT Championship is Lance Archer. Obviously, based off of these two matches that we just saw from Cody and Archer, respectively. Cody's having trouble against Joey Janela. Are you kidding me? Yeah, and Janela would, if anything, I would pick Janela to have the advantage over QT Marshall. But somebody will say, "Oh, that makes sense why Cody had a harder match." And listen, whatever. The point is, Cody looked weak. Archer looked strong. Is Cody doing that on purpose? Who knows? Maybe time will tell. For the babyface thing, who knows? The ultimate babyface. Oh, he's got no chance, and he wins. Who knows? But right now, Archer looks like the dominant. He looks better. He puts the snake. Jake the Snake Roberts mounts his wife. He mounts Brandy in the ring while he puts the snake on top of her. Britt Baker gets involved with Brandy. Britt Baker gets involved in the match. QT Marshall, she hits him with the shoe. Brandy throws the shoe into the stands. So, good angle, good stuff, great stuff. But Archer's to me, as it is right now, I say Archer's going to be the TNT champion. He's going to go in there and probably just decimate it. You know, Cody's trying to set himself up to be his ultimate heel. His ultimate face. That's exactly what to me he's going to do. To me, if he's going to do all of this just for him, I don't feel it right now. Archer's too good of a. You got if you're going to want that guy to lose, I'd rather him lose when it doesn't really mean anything because he's such a presence. He is. And rolling here on Dynamite. Oh, by the way, Archer improves to 5-0, undefeated, as JR eloquently put it, on Dynamite, which we're rolling on. yes, we get a promo. Well, it's a backstage, great thing. Taz is backstage with Darby Allin. And this is a great thing. I love it. You know, Taz be exclusive interview. You know, in sort of an anonymous setting for Darby Allin. And it's like, how do you feel? You know, you pinned yourself. Darby Allin can't take the truth. I mean, I wouldn't say he pinned himself. I don't think Cody maneuvered. I mean, I guess Taz is telling him like it is, like, even though Cody did that, like, all things wrestling competitors knows not to get into that situation. So Taz offers it. He says that Taz, you know, Darby Allin's not answering any questions, and so Taz is just like, you know, I can help you. I can help. You know, Darby Allin immediately needs to be aware. You know, and what does he do? He walks off. He walks off. He just literally just tries to step on or just brush off the help being offered by an elite Hall of Fame wrestler in Taz. Darby Allin, good luck, son. Yeah, they see the source prosperity. Because up next, the main event. Let's Sex Gods, Chris Jericho, 11-8. Psych. Chris Jericho, 11-3. Sammy Guevara, 7-7. Versus Kenny Omega, 11-2. With Matt Hardy making his AEW debut. Now, this street fight. Match is real good. The match was still a good, you know, tussle in the ring area. Really good spots. Pineapple Pete got a cheap shot in. He might be getting his ass kicked this week on Dynamite. Who knows? But the street fight was really good. Sammy Guevara had a good high spot off. Well, he took a good spot, a bunch of good spots in this match, but especially off the ladder goes Matt Hardy. He looks like he incapacitated Sammy Guevara in that spot, and I mean, he really did. The only thing that saved him was Jake Hager pulling the referee out of the ring before the referee was able to get the 3 count. So if it wasn't for that, that would have been the end of the match right there. But after that moment, the match turns into a whole different thing. Everybody goes. Matt Hardy goes through a bunch of transformations in this match. He turns into a version of Matt Hardy. He starts out as a version of broken Matt Hardy. He turns into Damascus. And none of it works. Basically, Matt Hardy, welcome back. Big poo-poo on you. We think the gimmick's a dumb piece of shit. We're going to beat you the first night. You come in there, and you're going to go through the fucking tables. You're going to go down, and you're going to get incapacitated. You won't take the 1, 2, 3. Kenny Omega will. He has no problem doing that. But we're going to just chunk your shit right there. 1, 2, 3, I don't care what it is. Inner Circle reigns supreme. Hence why they put their name on the big screen, on burning it in the light or whatever they did in the Jacksonville Stadium, Jaguars. Beautiful thing. Inner Circle, look at the power. They're standing tall. They're standing true. They may not have the AEW World Heavyweight Championship, but you know what? They have the show. Santana Ortiz are claiming it. This is their show. You know what? They're the ones that own it, because look what they do when you get over it. They make the elite indeed look like a bunch of Blumpkin biscuits, like a bunch of jive jerky turds. They look like dunks. Like it's just a joke. Like the elite. And then Cody, like I said, he doesn't do anything to really prove he can be a threat to Lance Archer. Guess what? I'm gonna from this review on, it's gonna be a tally kept on this LeveLsoM podcast, the mental wellness, health, prosperity source, energy source, prosperity source, wealth source, energy source now, and it's gonna be the tally of the Inner Circle versus the elite. And on this show, Inner Circle won, literally, because they won the match. Thank you, AEW, for making the matches count. Elite 0. Cody can smile because he beat Joey Janela in a hard-fought matchup. Good job. That's really good. Ty Dillinger is probably going to be seeing Dustin Rhodes soon. Randy Rhodes, what are you going to do? You gonna attack? You gonna wrestle Britt Baker, or are you gonna be a glorified mouthpiece that immediately just proves you're not gonna do nothing? Hey, listen, that's what we got. That's where we're at in the show. That's what we got from this week's episode of Dynamite. What are we gonna get for that? Well, that's what we got on this past week's episode of Dynamite. Let's see what we're gonna get on this week's episode of Dynamite. Really? Let's see. Source respect, source appreciation, source energy, source prosperity. So the WWE, the wee Money in the Bank, certain matches that didn't really review it because I told you it's essentiality of business. Now, we got some good business going on between World Universal Champion, that brand new, beautiful, spanking blue leather strap belt. I don't support the leather, but hey, nonetheless, it's a pretty belt. Braun Strowman has it. He defended against Bray Wyatt, a toned-down, quarantine-forced version of Bray Wyatt. I mean, the Fiend was gone, or just his first attempt of going to be a long-out feud. Looks like it will be, because after Braun Strowman won the match, after playing the ultimate mind games on Bray Wyatt, having him fall for Braun Strowman's mind games, hook, line, and sinker, to where Braun Strowman defeated Bray Wyatt clean in the middle of the ring, 1, 2, 3, to defend his Universal Championship in Money in the Bank pay-per-view 2020. Also doing a bunch of shit talking at the end of the match, saying, didn't make me, you didn't know me, I did this by myself, etc. Good stuff, good business. Still, that match, that program gives you the understanding of what WWE can be about and used to be only about. Well, from a business perspective, as far as, let's get these feuds going. Not to say every feud was like that, but the goal was to allow as much feuds to be like that as much as possible based off the talent in the ring. Now, next thing we'll go over real quick, whatever you want to say, excuse me, real quick, is, oh boy, how about that night? I want to see Nia Jax versus Nyla Rose. That's right. Let's have a cross promotion. Let's get together. Let's make WrestleMania expand, huh? How about a cross promotion thing? Imagine that. The top of the best go to the top of the best once a year. Ooh, I know how to do the big if you want to. Source energy. You got McIntyre defending against Rollins. And Rollins' whiny shit is over. Okay, I was with McIntyre, dude, when he first came through. I used to rock that first broken dream, shattered dream, something like that. Broken dreams, something like that. I don't know. If you don't, anyway, that was a good theme song for McIntyre. That was going back to like 2011, 12, but actually more like 2010, 11, 12, 13, that era. McIntyre was the thing there, the chosen one. Maybe he was the inverse reflux chosen one because of that 8-year drop thing. You ever heard of that? Do your research. Source respect. Check out Mr. Astro Theology. You want to get some essential knowledge. YouTube, Mr. Astro Theology. For what it's worth. Astro Theology. ASTROTHELOGY. I don't know. You get it. Astro Theology. Get a job. Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre. McIntyre wins the match, as he should. Rollins, you let yourself be influenced by a bunch of garbage, and now you pay it. And now McIntyre's a champion. Respect to Rollins, great competitor, a universal competitor, nonetheless. McIntyre defends, he wins the title. And now we get to the Money in the Bank. I understand it's like a real life video game. They got the music going in the background while things going on. They don't do commentary. They let the spots happen. But I mean, come on. This thing should be rated G. I mean, you people getting distracted from going to the top to get the briefcase because of food fights. That's worthy of grabbing your attention. to stop you from going up to get the briefcase immediately so you can get your hand in the contract to cash in on the grandest prize of them all, to be recognized as the best in the industry? Well, at least within your company storyline, which the storyline is the old thing of what the current story of the company revolves around. So you're going to tell me that a food fight is going to distract you from going to get the briefcase? No, yes, a food fight nonetheless, just designed to get some part political programming over, but nonetheless respected time frame to allow the product to be. Okay, you had Shayna Baszler put Rey Mysterio on a sleeper hold. Okay, Nia Jax is looking at Titus, or what is his name? The guy that won the match. Otis. While he's eating the sandwich, and they both go their ways to go up to the top. At least the thing that made sense, the one that was trying to get up to the top first, is actually the one that matched for the women, which is Asuka. The smartest one in the match of all. The dumbest one in the match of all is Corbin, that's actually going to waste time and not go for his own briefcase. To stop Asuka from getting hers. And this guy's going to stop someone that has nothing to do with it getting his prize, then causing themselves to be knocked off the ladder, effectively making him not get the briefcase. Are you kidding me? Not only does this thing need to be rated G, it needs to be like, Corbin has a chance to get his briefcase and win the match, but he goes after a competitor in the match that has nothing to do with impeding his ability to get the briefcase. Nor can he win her prize in what she's going after. While he tries to stop her from getting what she is going for, which is stopping him from going for what he can get for, that she herself cannot go for either. And Corbin goes to do that and gets knocked off the ladder. And he's supposed to be taken seriously as a competitor in matchups. No, he's just space filler. I don't care how high he goes. That's the amount of intellect he put it into his matchup. Corbin, Dinsky Poop Day, Dookie Poop Day. Slake, Oscar, congratulations. Money in the Bank, WWE, wee, essential business. There you have it. That was the review in the LeveLsoM podcast. That's what it's earned. That's what it is. You heard the connection. It's all jing dong bang ding 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 ding. The one. What's that? That's that now one language. Now one language. Oh, you guys missed the gloves. You want the gloves. You want it. Is anybody even knowing what I'm saying when I say the gloves? Hey, how many views you got this time, pal? 6. Yeah, maybe so. Guess what? And all 6 of them were me. Source respect. Guess what? 1 is in the all. Yeah, dude. What are you doing? This is dry donkey poo poo. That's right. It's filled with sports centers and comedy. Is it comedy? Yeah, I say it is because I'm just talking on here now. Could be. Kabuki, The WWE got that tag team out there called the Kabuki Warriors. Where they at? Huh? Oh, Slorsky Banksky. Source energy. You know, little doggies. Dude, what are you doing? You high in the shrooms? Are you going? And that was your dynamite. WWE Review. LeveLsoM. Let me get to my time circuits over here. Gonna flux. That's what I be tagging. You check my posts. Anybody watching? Hello. You know the birds listening. Hey, they said they like to try to know. They said they like to try to know how to listen. Did they? Oh. How you wanna not know how to let yourself flow, wanna know how to do it to it, fluid. Yes, now. Disintegrate other little things to do programming to allow yourself to know, optimize energy, yeah. Optimize energy, let yourself know, optimize energy, yeah. Oh my goodness, oh my what's this? This is your now allowance, mental health, wellness, where you allow yourself to be in flow up on.